Today I'm going to show you guys 5 things that you can do on a rainy day in Stardew Valley. So let's go. So the first thing I would recommend that you do in Stardew Valley on a rainy day is focus on the community center. So you have loads of extra time, especially before any of the shops open, to pretty much focus on the center and see what you need. And obviously, if you need something from the bulletin board or if you need something from the vault, which I do, then that is what you focus on. So don't forget that if you go into your inventory and you hover over an item and the community center icon starts to pulse, that means you need that item for the community center and you want to make sure you keep it and then bring it to the community center. As you can see, I have most of the community center done, so these 3 aren't pulsating. So for the next tip, we're going to need a chair, and most houses in Stardew Valley come with a free chair, so just pick it up. If you don't have a chair, you can go to Robin's and Robin will sell you a chair for pretty cheap. So we're actually going to the secret woods right now. And if you have an axe that is above copper, so if it's iron, then you can get in here without having to use the chair. But if you don't have that, then you're going to have to sneak your way in. So you come here, you put your chair down, left click, then you right click to get onto the chair, then you right click to get off it. And now you're in the secret woods. So in the secret woods, you can come up here and get some hardwood if you have a copper axe. You can kill some slimes if you want to get some gel, or if you want to just kill slimes for the achievement. And you can get mushrooms. In the summer, you can get fiddlehead fern. You can get a star drop from Mr. Cannoli. But the reason why we're here right now is actually for fishing. So there is 2 things you can do in here. You can get the wood skip, which is unique to this fishing area. And you can also get the catfish. Now, the catfish is only available on a rainy day. Now, catfish is required for the river bundle, or for the fish bundle, I should say. And so is the wood skip. So you're catching 2 fish here. And you wouldn't have been here in the first place if it wasn't for the fact that you have a chair and it's a rainy day. So that's why we're here. You can also catch carp, which you need as well, of course. You probably will catch carp naturally throughout the game anyway, so you probably don't have to come all the way over here just for 1 carp. But what we're really looking for here is the catfish. Hopefully we have the catfish here. It seems like it's different from the wood skip and the carp, so I would believe it is the catfish. And there we go. We have the catfish. So now we have the wood skip, the catfish, and the carp for the bundle. While we're on the way to our next tip, I just want to point out some smaller tips that you can do on a rainy day in Stardew Valley. One of which being, if it's Friday or Sunday, go to the traveling merchant and pick up anything that you need from there. You can go around and do the bins because there's going to be less villagers around. Just make sure there's no villagers nearby or you're going to get some negativity from them and negative relationship points. So go through the bins, see if you can get any rare items. And you can go around foraging, of course, collect wood, all of that good stuff. So my next tip for things that you can do when it's raining in Stardew Valley is go to the mines. And if you, for example, like me, have the mines finished, you can go to level 40, pop down, and collect iron. Now, you can obviously collect copper as well, and if you're looking for gold, you don't come to level 40, but this is just an example of something that I do when I have nothing else to do, and I need pretty much resources. So maybe I need to kill bats, maybe I need to get bat wings, and maybe I literally just need some iron. So what you do then is you leave once you've collected enough iron, and then you go back in. And there's a chance that when you go back in, that the iron will have respawned, and there's actually barrels available, so you might be able to upgrade some of your equipment. You might be able to get copper and iron this way. There's so many different things you can do. The whole point of this is to pretty much go a couple of floors down, and then start again. Go back in, go to level 40, and then hope that some iron has spawned. So there we go. So on a rainy day in Stardew Valley, go mining. And my next tip for Stardew Valley is focus on friendships. So I'm trying to become Maru's friend at the moment. So we're going to talk to her as much as we can for the day. Then we're going to gift her something that she loves. So we're going to give her a diamond. And then I'm going to show you some things that you might not have known about friendships in Stardew Valley. First of all, go to the social tab. You see how many hearts you have with Maru. You'll see that she's single. You see how many gifts you've given her for the week. And you see that you talk to her. But if you click on her name, you'll see her birthday, summer 10th. And make sure you give her something on her birthday if this is who you're trying to woo, because birthdays add extra hearts. Also, you can see what their loved gifts are. So diamonds, gold bars, iridium bars, strawberries, and battery packs. As you get to know them, you get more loved gifts, and it'll actually tell you if you have them in your inventory with this little backpack symbol underneath the item. So make sure you focus on friendships during rainy days, since you don't really have to worry about your crops and you've loads of time to do other activities. On to my next tip, you can go to the desert. So there's a lot you can do in the desert. You can get coconuts, which Haley loves, for example, and you need those for the community center. You can get cactus fruit for the community center. You can go down to the oasis and pick up some seeds and talk to Sandy and do other things as well, if you know what I mean. And this is one of the best places to get beat, for example. I really wish they had added Sandy as a single character that you can woo, but unfortunately not. And you could go to the Skull Cavern, of course, and take on that, get some iridium there. You can go to this guy, especially on Sundays, and pick up some stairs or pick up some other items that you might be interested in. One thing that I always come here for is generally my final fish of the community center. So fishing here is going to give you the sandfish, and you usually don't catch much else here, so it's almost a guaranteed catch straight away. And then you go back to the community center and hand it in. I love the music in the desert as well. I've never actually paid attention to how good the music is here before. Great soundtrack. So we're gonna catch this now, and it's a bit wriggly, so you have to be careful. Hopefully we don't screw this up on video. I'm okay at fishing, but this one is definitely testing me a little bit. Usually they calm down in the middle. There we go. That is a scorpion carp. I didn't even know you could get scorpion carp here, so there we go. I wonder how much that sells for. That was an odd fish. Just the way it was wriggling around the place in the minigame. So we'll try again and get a sandfish. So thank you very much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if any questions. Let me know if any notes on anything that I mentioned. I think I covered all aspects, and I'll see you in the next one.